I'll be your hero when your world comes crashing down. I will be there to hold you when your world comes crashing.
Hey, so what's up guys, this is Chronic Rush HD and welcome to episode 2 of my Black Ops 2 weapon guide. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the first fictional weapon of Black Ops 2, the Type 25, a more modern version of the Type 95 previously shown in MW3. The Type 25 is a fully automatic bullpup assault rifle unlocked at level 4. Let's get into some of its background knowledge. The country of origin is China, manufactured by China North Industries Corporation and introduced in 2025. The Type 25 features the highest fire rate of any of the other assault rifles in its class and is also on par with some of the SMGs. The Type 25 features a fire rate of just over 900 rounds per minute, which is very high indeed. However, its damage does let it down, with a max damage of 33 and a minimum damage of 22. Let's compare that to some of the other assault rifles, such as the MTAR, which we have previously looked at. That's max damage was 40 and minimum damage of 24. So the Type 25's fire rate does make up for its damage stats. So let's get into some of the other stats of the gun. Its hip spread is average compared to the other assault rifles, and movement speed is on par with the other assault rifles with a 95% of base movement speed. Its ADSing in and ADSing out is on par as well with the other assault rifles with 0.25 seconds. Let's move on to its reloading stats. This gun, you will need to reload it very, very often due to its high fire rate, meaning you're going to go through rounds and rounds constantly. So its reload speed is 2.34 seconds, which isn't the fastest but is not the slowest. That's why I recommend using a dual mag, which I'll come on to later in my best classes of this gun. But the dual mag will therefore allow you to reload faster, allowing you to stay in the battle. Moving on to its iron sights. I find the iron sights don't really, they block out some peripheral vision, but aren't that bad at all compared to some of the other weapons in the game. However, if you are not used to the iron sights, I recommend using a reflex sight. This will just help you when you first start using this weapon. I am experienced with the sights, so therefore I don't really need to use a reflex sight, therefore I can use another attachment of my choice. Moving on to its recoil. Its recoil is caused by its high fire rate. Its recoil isn't much at all, but is mainly vertical and slightly horizontal, but very easy to control once you get used to the gun. So this gun is more featured in a short to mid-range combat situation. But long range, it will take out enemies, but will mean a lot more bullets. But its recoil isn't that bad at all, so you should be able to get as many bullets on a enemy as possible as you can. Moving on to its supply, it starts off with, on average, about 30. Average compared to the other assault rifles, 30 rounds in its mag, and with extended clip, it's 40. Its total start supply is 120 without extended clip and 160 with extended clip. So let's get into some of my favourite class setups of the gun. I tend to use primary gunfighter on most of my classes. So for option 1, you could use a reflex sight, dual mag, and silencer. To get started off, that's probably one of the best classes I find, with using my 3 favourite perks: Ghost, Toughness and Dexterity, and choose whatever else you want. That also allows you to use a wildcard if you want, so you could put on Hardline or Scavenger. For choice option 2, I just changed the attachments, which if you get used to the iron sights, you can take off reflex and put on extended mags. If you don't want a silencer, you could put on foregrip or the stock, which is very good indeed on this gun as well. So I'm going to move on to my general class ranking of this gun. I find this gun to be probably one of the better assault rifles of its class, but not the best assault rifle at all, which I'll come on to once I get into that time when I'm going to be looking at rank 1 assault rifle, which will be a long time probably, guys, because you guys probably already know, but it's one of the later unlocked guns, so I've got to go through all the other assault rifles first. But I'm going to rank this gun 4th, just because of it's got good fire rate, it's got it's low damage, however the fire rate does make it up, so it's not that bad. However, its ammo seems to run out so quick, you need to reload constantly, and it just seems to run out of ammo extremely quickly, so you're going to have to pick up an enemy's gun. If you've got scavenger, you're fine, but I don't really like running scavenger. It seems to be a waste of a slot, so I seem to enjoy using toughness instead, so that's why I've put it 4th. This gun, everyone seemed to hype up about it when Black Ops came out first, just because it was similar to the FAMAS, which is very, very good very, very good in Black Ops. Many people used it. It seemed to be one of the better assault rifles in the game, just because of its high fire rate. But in this game, the SMGs still seem to reign all over the assault rifles, just because these maps seem to be very, very close combat indeed. The SMGs have high damage for their compared to some of the other SMGs in the old games. They got very good fire rate, obviously, for an SMG, good close quarters, therefore will allow you just to beast over enemies. So that's why guys, if you want to change from an SMG, use the Type 25 if you want to. It's kind of like the assault rifle version of the SMG. So it's got good fire rate. Its damage isn't that high compared to. It's kind of the same compared to some SMGs, but it is better for taking out enemies further away from range, which some SMGs may not be able to do. So if you want a weapon like that, I'd definitely go and try the Type 25 out. But this gun is definitely one of those weapons where you need to get used to it. Once you get used to it, you should be fine, and if you use it properly, it's very good. So using it in a short to mid-range combat, the Type 25 will allow you to survive and thrive. Thank you for watching, and until next time, adios.
I don't think I'm Superman, I'm Superdan, and I'm always there. Fly right down cause I always care. Shine that light, I'll be right there. Cause I know that